Hi and welcome to this tutorial in 4 parts where I will show you briefly how to get started with digital badges. My name is Magnus and I work on Väsby Nya Gymnasium, a upper secondary school in a suburb in Stockholm. This video is a product in the EU project Grading Soft Skills. This video is divided in 4 different parts. The first one, what is digital badges and how can I use them? The second, which digital platform should I choose? And then there will follow instructions for installing WordPress on a Synologic server, as well as instructions for installing BadgeOS in WordPress. When you have found your way here, I guess you might have heard about digital badges. But what is this? It's a digital award or a diploma, can replace or complement traditional awards and badges, used to motivate and recognize both formal and informal learning and skills, represents a visual symbol or indicator of shown interest, participation, quality skills and achievements, validated and recognized by the credibility of the issuer. Why digital badges? Advantage of being able to include information about the learning processes, accomplishments in each badge, as well as linked information about the issuer for increasing credibility. Digital badges can easily be stored, managed and spread all over the internet by both the owner and the issuer. Easier centralized administration and issuing over the internet. So where do I get started? Start by asking which competencies, skills and achievements you need to be able to recognize. Consider also the need of categories and possible levels in each category. What kind of evidence will be collected and how is the assessment done? The importance of integration of the badging in your own web portal or platform. In the next I will show you the available technological support and the most common platforms that are used for digital badging. There are several different internet-based systems to create, issue and manage digital badges. Some of them are totally individual, but many are compatible with the Open Badge standard, which allows you to send and store the collected badges in your personal Mozilla Backpack account. The existing platforms works quite the same even though they look a little different. My personal opinion is that they look a little messy when they also host a lot of other issuers' badges as well as promotion and ads for a lot of other things. Like I said, the Open Badge standard is open and free, and the standard and engine most platforms are built on. The Open Badge is created and developed by Mozilla, the organization behind the web browser Firefox. This is a guarantee that the technical service will be continued as well as kept as a freeware and open for further development by anyone. Just like with WordPress, that is also the most used content management system with more than 60 million web pages published. So if you are familiar with WordPress, you can quite easily create your own platform integrated in your own website or portal using the BadgeOS plugin. I can't tell you what's the best possible solution for your need, but I can give you a fast comparison. On the plus side, they are easy to get started and use and quite easy to use. It's a low entry level with low technical knowledge. They are hosted by other and they have a low initial cost. On the minus side, you have no integration with the own website and platform. You have no technical control and less impact on deployment. And you have an ongoing cost all the time. With the BadgeOS, installed in WordPress, you have full integration in own website and platform. You have maximum control of all the development. It's hosted by yourself and you have a low ongoing cost. On the minus side, instead, you have higher entry level, need of quite a lot technical know-how and familiar with web deployment and WordPress is needed, and you have a higher initial cost instead. You can read a lot more about open badges and digital badges in general on openbadge.org. In the last two parts I will show you how to install WordPress and BadgeOS. If you want to build your own portal for issuing digital badges, you need BadgeOS installed in WordPress. When I consider myself having more than general technical knowledge and is familiar with WordPress from before, I decided quite fast to try to build my own platform so I'm able to control and develop everything like I want myself. One way of doing this is to host WordPress on a web server. There's a lot of different companies to choose between. Just make sure to pick one that have a one-click install of WordPress in the setup, and you are up running in just some minutes. When we also are collecting evidence on video and do have other great need for digital storage, I decided to go for a solution with our own small network attached server. There are a lot of different brands to choose between. If you want to be more sure, pick one with 2 mirror disks so your data is safe in case one disk will fail you. I fell for Synology when I know they are reliable and I know that the operating system DSM, now in version 6, is very intuitive and easy to use and understand. The DSM is built up with the same structure like you are used with from Windows and other operating systems. Exactly like in other systems, you have a store with a lot of apps just a couple clicks away. In this case, you need to set up PHP database here, and after this you click for installing WordPress, and you are up running here as well in just some minutes. I'm sure you will find a lot of other apps and functions, and in case the storage ends up, you just change to larger disks for increasing the volume. The last thing you need to do for having your own badging platform is installing BadgeOS in WordPress. You start with logging into WordPress as administrator. When you come in, you search and install BadgeOS plugin. It should look something like this. And here you have plugins. This is in Swedish, but it should be written plugins here in the English version. And you search for BadgeOS, and you should get up the BadgeOS plugin here. Just click the install button and follow the instructions, and it should be done in just a few seconds. For to be able to send badges to Mozilla Backpack, you also need another plugin as well as an API. You see this here. If you have searched for BadgeOS, you have the Open Badge Issuer add-on here, and you also search for JSON API, and you will find that one here also. Just install both of them and make sure they are active, and you should be up running. You also need probably need to put in some social networking plugins. BuddyPress and BBPress are the two of the most common ones, And of course security and backup is also very important things when running a WordPress site, so you don't get lost of your information and data. How to configure BadgeOS as well as build up a structure and a great looking theme will be for another video tutorial. My name is Magnus, and I hope you visit vesbygymnasium.se/grass, where you will find our BadgeOS website. Thank you for your attention.